Today, we are creating a planner spread with some bold, out of our comfort zone colors. Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com. And as the seasons are changing, sometimes we need an injection of energy. Sometimes you find yourself in a creative rut, and that's where I find myself in this moment. I love working in my planner, but I'm feeling slightly, I don't know, uninspired, just not as excited to decorate. And one of the ways I like to break out of that rut is to try something new. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go with a new a color scheme that is not a typical color scheme for me. I love purples and pinks. I love jewel tone colors. These three colors, orange, yellows, and greens, not usually my wheelhouse, but we are going to push out of the comfort zone and play with these three colors today. And I want to talk about how trying new things, new techniques, new colors can really help inspire you and inject a little creativity back into your world. So I have these washi tapes. I have the Rongrong neutral palette sticker book and one of the newer Rongrong PET tapes. I love this one. But again, color scheme, a little bit different than normal. We're going to play and see what we can create. As always, I will link everything that I use down in the description box below. When you use my affiliate link for Rongrong, it does save you on your order, gives you a little discount code in the checkout. So make sure to check that in the description box. All right, let's go. So when you find yourself in a creative rut, especially in planning, there's a few things you can do. You can try something different. You might want to change up your layout. You might want to change up the size of the planner you are using. You might want to even just adjust your planning schedule, maybe change up the day or the time of day where you are decorating. But the technique that I kind of like a lot is changing your style of planning. And in this case, I am working with some different colors than I would normally work with. We all have our comfort zones when it comes to color. I am someone that loves a lot of color. I use color all the time. Give me a rainbow any and every day, and I will create a planner spread for that. But these colors, oranges and yellows, there's a lot of brown mixed in, that deep green, that is certainly not a typical color scheme for me, and definitely makes me think of things in a different way. It's kind of like it's kind of like a palette cleanser, if you will. Changing up your normal color scheme can really help you look at your planner spreads in a fresh way and can feel like a little bit of a renewal. So because I'm using this PET tape from Rongrong, there's not a lot of little stickers with this particular tape. It is these houses. And so in order to bring in some color and stretch it across the page, I'm actually going to use washi tape. These are all washi tapes from my stash. The two skinny ones, the orange and the yellow, those are from Plannything. I believe this dark green is actually from Illustrated Faith from back in the day. And I'm putting them on the page. This is how my brain works. The green to me made sense at the bottom. Why? Because it looks like grass, right? Green grass at the bottom. That's what I was going with. I originally put this yellow right here in the middle, but you're going to see me change my mind. And now that you know I'm thinking of the green as grass, I bet you can imagine why I end up moving the yellow. That would be because you know what? Yellow reminds me of the sky. Yellow is going to be the sun in the sky. So let's make an adjustment. That's got to go at the top. I know. It's one of those things. I don't know that that makes a whole lot of sense or that anyone else, you have to let me know. Would you have thought of the same thing? If you were using these tapes, would you have thought the same concept? It made sense to me. So we're going to do yellow at the top, green at the bottom. We're mixing the orange in the middle. Is the orange representative of something? No, I just wanted to bring in the orange. So it's going to go in the middle. I also am putting green right here because we have this other little row of houses that's going to hang out here. So they also needed grass to live on. I know it's the things we think in our head, but having these little stories about what was happening on this page and what these houses were doing and where they were resting made it a lot of fun, and it made it a little bit easier to like embrace these colors, because really orange and green, if you're not doing a fall pumpkin spread, it's not something I'm gonna gravitate towards kind of ever. But thinking of the green as grass and the yellow as sky and changing it up and made it make more logical sense in my head, and made it a lot of fun to put together this particular spread. So we're going to do orange across the middle section right here. And orange is a color that I'm very much learning to embrace because it happens to be our color of the month over on Patreon. Each and every month throughout 2025 on Patreon, we are embracing a different color. And part of our focus in April is creative renewal, orange you inspired. So we are embracing the color orange. We are using it in all kinds of activities, and we're also embracing some fun and different color combos, a lot of mixed media, which means we're playing with inks and sprays, not just in art journaling, but in our planners. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I love these times in the spring where you can really embrace something new. And that's the whole point of this planner spread. Sometimes as it's turning from winter to spring, as we're out of the newness of our planners. We were all excited in January setting up a new planner, but now is the time where I tend to find myself in a rut and changing things up, playing with different elements, using different mediums, trying different color combos. All of that is something that can really inspire you as you are trying to refresh some of your planning and some of your creative time. So if you're interested in joining us over on Patreon, it's going to be a lot of fun in April, lots of extra content and challenges and things like that. So head on over to Patreon to check that out. All right, so let's get back to this spread. Now I'm using the yellow. I know now the yellow is not just the sky, but I needed to bring in a little bit more in the spread, and I really didn't want to emphasize the green anymore, which is why I used the yellow washi tape underneath those two houses. As far as boxes go, I wanted to go neutral. Now I could have gone with one of the main colors, like a deep green, but I don't know. I wanted the houses and the washi to be the main focus, not the boxes. The boxes are going to be purely functional, and I'm figuring out where and how I'm going to put them across the spread right now. I'm actually working on top of sticker guides to allow me to play with where these are going to be. I like to use this. The top row is where generally I have the schedule for the week, all of the different practices and the appointments. And I can be completely honest and say our schedule is looking insane as we prepare to move, because not only do I have all my kids' sports and things like that, but we have, contractors coming to the house. We're getting ready to sell it. We have new carpet coming in. We have all the things. So it's a little chaotic, but I keep all appointments there on the top. The middle section is obviously a checklist, like a to-do list that I use each and every day. And then the bottom allows me to kind of track some different things. What I've been tracking mostly is moving task lists. So I'll probably on this particular layout track some different things that we have to gather for staging purposes, and some things that have to get done, those last minute kind of to-dos, the little refreshes you want to do before you put your house in the market. So that's how I'm going to use this spread. It's still very, very functional, even though I have fun with all of the colors and the creativity and all that, but the function has to be there because that's the primary reason I have a planner. I actually ended up mixing and matching a couple of the different shades. I feel like because I needed so many boxes, it may have been too matchy-matchy to have all the same. So I have almost like a little mushroom color and then a very light tan color that I think work really well. And again, it allows the houses to be the feature. Even when they're like playing peekaboo from behind the boxes, the bold colors of the houses are what really catches your eye. All right, a little sticker surgery on one of these last boxes, just cutting it in half and making it into a smaller box so that I can use it on that Saturday. And I'm feeling pretty good with the boxes. So my color scheme challenge, the yellow, orange, and green, definitely out of my comfort zone. I'd love to hear a color combo that is out of your comfort zone. Are you typically like a cool color kind of person and working in warm tones would be weird to you? Have you ever tried a black and white only spread, or do you prefer more minimal, lighter colors, and a rainbow spread would be out of your comfort zone? Let me know some of the color combos that you think would be a challenge for you. And then I want to challenge you to try out those combos, even if it's just on like a daily page that you're not going to look at each and every day of the week. Just see what you can do to create, and I think you'll have fun with it. It may feel a little frustrating, and I don't think there's anything wrong with being a little frustrated, because I think when you run up against those challenges, it really causes your brain to work in a different way, which kind of gets the juices flowing again. All right, once all of the boxes get onto the page, then I want to add the dates. I was gonna just go straight with dates from Mojo Jojo Plans. However, I feel like I want to change up. I feel like I need something a little bolder on the font. So I'm actually going to white out the days of the week, and then also use the days of the week from Mojo Jojo Plans. This is the Dated Basics Volume 1, which was from a couple of years ago. I don't think she has it anymore. She did have some other dated sticker books in her shop back in December. Not sure if they are there anymore, but I love having dating sticker books, whether they're from Mojo Jojo, Kelva Plan has some, Rongrong has some. It's just a fun way to kind of change up and customize your spread. After the dating, the last thing that I want to do is actually pull stickers from Proud Sticker Designs. This is a sticker designer that you can find on Etsy. She is fantastic, and I love her functional stickers. I use them to label different parts of my planner almost every week. Meal plan, very important for me. I'm going to add a little section noted, just a few little titles here and there to add a header to the section, so that when I go back to fill this out later in the week, it will be ready to go, and I'll remember what I planned to put in each different section. Plus, I think that bold writing goes really well with the font that's at the top, and it all kind of comes together, which I absolutely love. The last step that I do on any planner spread, besides actually filling it out, is giving it a once over to see if I can add any more decoration. And I can definitely fit in a little bit here on Wednesday. We're going to bring this house here, and it's going to overlap the top of the box. Everything else has been behind boxes, but to add some interest and depth, we're going to put this one in the front, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm looking for a skinnier one to go over here on Thursday. This one is actually going to go behind the box on Thursday, just because I know that we have a lot going on that particular Thursday, so I need all the writing room I can get. And that is going to be it for this plan with me. This one was fun. It really was energizing to try something new. Last little step, let's add a few quotes from Kelva Plan's Rainbow Quotes sticker book. I will have this linked down below, as well as a link to Rongrong. Of course, if you use my affiliate link, saves you a little extra on your order. So be sure to head over and check out the Rongrong PET tapes. And of course, this layout that I'm using is from my website, ScrappyWife.com, where I sell all kinds of planner inserts that you can use. I do want to give a huge shout out to my entire Patreon community. I'm looking forward to April. It's going to be a great month full of lots of creative inspiration. If you want a little creative kick, a little renewal, Patreon's the place to be. Head on over to patreon.com/ScrappyWife. All right. I hope that you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.